All right, good morning, Myers Park. Good Thursday morning coming to you. Mr. Holt here, joined by two esteemed deans of students, Senor Lancerio and Mr. Freeland.
What's going on, MPS? Good morning, MPS.
Buenos dias.
All right, so we want to talk to you this morning about a very important initiative called the Equal Opportunity Schools, and the survey is going to be the very first piece, the very first step in our initiative. We've been a partner with Equal Opportunity Schools for a number of years, and the goal, we want to talk to you a little bit about the goal, because we are all about transforming lives, promoting the most academic rigor possible. So let's give you a little bit of context here on why we're doing this. Mr. Freeland.
Okay, so I want you to really concentrate on the words rather than just the graphic, and I'll explain the reason for that. What we're doing here with Equal Opportunity Schools, teachers will support you, students, with taking the survey in homeroom, okay, which will happen on second and third. You know, what will happen second block, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this survey is important because we really want to know what your goals are, what your future goals are, what you want to do. We want to develop strategies that increase student participation in challenging high school coursework. We know that getting into school is really all about that weighted GPA, that AP, that IB, that CPCC, and we want you to get into school. And those who are underrepresented, we're really looking for you. You're not taking the coursework, but then you flip the script sort of from the junior, from the freshman to the sophomore to the junior year, you decide that you want to go to college. That process is really basically start probably your sophomore year. So that's why we're asking you to fill out the survey. It's very important for you to do that. And it's one of the things that I love to do the most, to see people accelerate. I'm having a great year with that, with several guys who are going to college, who've already gotten in, who've already gotten scholarships. And I know it works because they've done it before. So let's put you to Mr. Lancerio, let him talk a little bit about the next thing.
Yeah, so a little bit about what the survey brings here. So this is just to ensure that all students of backgrounds have equal access to the most academically intense high school programs, AP and IB specifically, and particularly that low-income students and students of color have opportunities to succeed at the highest levels. Nationally, there's a skew with the number of students of color that are in higher level courses. And so what we're going to try to do, if you move to the next slide here, is to create a profile for each student that will let us know if that student is eligible and what's the word I'm trying to look for?
Ready. Student readiness.
Yeah, exactly. Student readiness. Yes, exactly. That this creates a profile for students that are ready to take higher level courses. And so what we do is we take a look at these profiles, we group the students together, and we take them through an orientation and preparation to take a higher level course. And so if you look on the right here, this is what we're trying to do with students who are not in AP, IB courses right now. Students get to experience this, they get to reflect on the courses that they're taking, conceptualize what this means for them in terms of college readiness, and then they get to experiment a little bit, see how it is to take a higher level courses. And the most important part is that we support students that are taking higher level courses. It's not like we just throw you in there,
no.
But there's some support provided for students that are prepared and that are
ready to take the plunge.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we have a teacher team, we have a peer leadership team, and we're bringing this back together. This is Mr. Holt and I's 5th year at doing that. We've been very successful. We have students moving on. Had a past student, Treasure Springs, talked about going to Pembroke next year and really being ready. She was here with me last Friday, I believe, and just saying, you know, those courses really made me feel confident, you know. So that made me more feel confident about talking to you today because it's working for people.
Yeah.
So again, you know, the very first step in this whole process is engaging in this survey. This needs to be 100% of students. In fact, staff members, 100% of staff. Obviously, a little bit different survey on mindsets around supporting students in these rigorous courses, right? 100% of students need to take this survey, because even if you've participated in these programs, this survey is going to ask you about what are your aspirations post-secondary, right? What sort of leadership qualities might you demonstrate that you've never even thought about that apply to some of the mindsets that are needed for success in school, a growth mindset, right? What are some of the barriers that maybe you see? And we can learn from this as well. So the first step is getting this survey done. We are going to ask that this survey be, as Mr. Freeland said, delivered in the 15-minute period that now is at the beginning of second block. That's where our advisory period is going to be housed. during this second quarter. And it's open all next week, so we need to hit this survey every day until we have 100% completion, and we'll be monitoring that. That's kind of first step, and this is just such an exciting initiative. I mean, this is really one of the things that really drives the why that we are here, because we do believe that all students should have equal access and opportunity to the most rigorous courses, and we want to push you there and encourage you to take that.
Yeah, I mean, this opportunity here, it's life-changing to take a higher level course. It just pushes you to a whole nother level. There's a statistic out there that says that students who take at least one AP IB course have a 34% more of a chance to get into college than students who don't take an AP or IB. And a lot of the times the students are nervous to take a higher level course because they think it's more difficult. They think it'll add stress to their lives. But in reality, some of you are prepared right now. So this survey is gonna identify students who are prepared, and we'll take them through the process
So have a little
afterwards.
experience with this whole night. Suggest, when we bring you in, if you got a friend that you really think will go in this class well, you guys go in that class together and you support each other. And you support each other towards this course. That's helped out in the past with so many different people that you've had those peer relationships and you've positively used those peer relationships. That's very important because we want to see you be successful. We don't want to just, see you flounder when you're sitting in the area of a 3.0 GPA, sitting in classes that are not going to get you there, then you come back to me and say, I wasn't in.
All right, gents, that's it for right now. We'll be back with you, but go ahead and get this survey out. We appreciate you guys. Make it a great day at the park.
Make it a great day at the park.
Let's go, Mustangs.
All right.